This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Mr. versus Mr. You are married, you have 4 kids together, and you have brought your spouse here today because you believe that he is cheating. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Mrs. Mister, there have to be some warning signs why you believe that Mr. is cheating. Tell me about those.
Yes, Your Honor. We're not having sex anymore. We're not spending any time with each other. I'll go through his phone. There'll be all kinds of phone numbers in there that aren't saved as contacts. So when I call up the phone number, there's another female on the phone. And when I ask her how she knows my husband...
That is not true.
Hold on. We're going to get to you. I promise.
So when I call this female up, then she's going to tell me that I need to talk to my husband about how the two of them know each other. But of course, he already lying to me about what's going on, so I'm not getting any answers from him. And then he's gonna turn around and put passcodes on his phone, so I can't even check it anymore. So that's why I'm here today, because I'm ready to know the truth. And if he's doing what I think he's doing, he's gotta go.
All right, Mr. What you got to say?
That is not true at all, Your Honor. We have sex 5 times a week. Matter of fact,
okay.
We
Not
had,
with me?
We
Not
had
with me?
sex today.
Not with me?
Actually, this morning. So, as far as the text message,
this morning.
For as the text message, when we was in Georgia around 2 years ago, my friends used to use my phone. So she knew about that
Okay,
time.
so your friends know your passcode, but I can't know your passcode?
As far as the passcode, we have kids, Your Honor. And she have a password herself that she don't give out.
Yeah, that I never put on there until you put yours on there. So what business you got going through my phone if I can't see nothing you got going on?
We done that at the same time.
All right, Mrs. Mister, do you have any specific incidents you can share with me?
There was one time, Jamal did not come home at night. He came home at like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning and went straight to sleep. So something wore him out.
Gambling.
I went through his phone, and in his internet history, there was an ad where he had been speaking to a female about meeting up with her to have sex. So when I talked to him about it, he gonna sit there and look at me like I didn't see what I just saw.
No.
Like I'm crazy or something. But I believe that they did have sex.
Your Honor, half of the time when I'm out, I'm in the backyard and I'm gambling with my boys.
You were not in the backyard.
I don't really go out.
You know we have windows, right? You know
Monday
I can look outside to see if you there.
I work Monday through Friday, Your Honor. I don't got time to go out and chase no female. This is my woman. This is my wife. I love this woman.
Mr. That's not the part she's mad about. She's mad about
is the disappearing dice man. That's what she's mad about.
Well, that and somebody texted her husband saying, I want to have sex with you. That's what she's mad about.
They said husband. They didn't say a name. That's what I'm.
That's what you're going with.
None of your other friends
That's not
married.
what I'm going with.
All right,
I'm telling her who they talk. I'm asking her who they talking about because she know that my friends use my phone. That's all I'm saying, Your Honor.
Mrs. Mister, you've talked about the disappearing act. Have you ever caught him actually with another woman?
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Oh.
Katie was with me for that particular event, and her and I were hanging out at the house. He walked out the door talking about, I'll be right back. So we sitting there chit-chatting, hours go by. We ain't seen him, heard from him, nothing. We decided to get in the car. We drive around a little while, pull up at this bar that we think he might be at, and sure enough, there he is, surrounded by a bunch of females, flirting, touching on him. So I get out the car, and tell this man to come on out, it's time to go, and he don't want to listen.
Why are you in a bar surrounded by all these women if you're married?
It was me, my friend, and it was the other couple. It was a male and a female.
He wouldn't even buy you. She didn't even know that she said, come on, he came on, and you didn't want to go nowhere.
Whole husband. We was talking
it wasn't even a whole woman. There were like 7, 8 different women.
She had a whole husband, Your Honor.
So you're saying there wasn't a bunch of women? It was just one woman who was with her whole husband.
There were like 7, 8 women, and they all hee, ha in each other's face.
It was 7, 8 women, but they was in the back. We don't got none of
They was in a circle around you.
Sir, we was in the front.
All right,
and clearly, if I was on some type of sneaky stuff, I would probably be in the back. Why would I be out in the front, in the opening?
Because you didn't know I was going to pull up. That's why, because you got caught slipping.
You live 5 minutes away from me.
Yeah, but you didn't know that I was going to pull up on you. Remember, it wasn't planned.
But you knew
where I was. Hold on.
But you just said you knew where I was at.
No, I didn't know where you were at.
Okay.
Woo. Mr. Mrs. Mister, there's a witness here. Would you please come to the podium?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, would you please state your name for the court?
Katie Ingram.
Were you around for this particular incident?
I was.
What did you see?
So we pull up. And at first, there was a whole bunch of people. We look and we see Mr. chatting to a bunch of females. There was no other male involved. It was females standing at the table, coinciding with the edge that he was standing at, leaning on the fence. And like once he wouldn't come and she got tired of it, she just walked home.
Miss Ingram, do you believe that Mr. is cheating?
I do.
All right, Miss Ingram, you can have a seat again. You are married with 4 little children. Why aren't you at home with them instead of out at a bar?
Well, I don't understand. I work Monday through Friday. I pay all the bills. And we have a house, a car. I take care of my kids. I'm not understanding why I can't have a day to myself.
Oh, okay, but here's the thing. When you become a husband and a parent, you have to put childish things away.
The problem is not him being at a bar. The problem is him being at a bar with other women. The problem is him getting text messages from other women saying, you know, I want to sleep with you. That's what the problem is. Mister, do you have any specific women that you believe he's cheated with?
Yes, actually, a friend of mine and I got together. We were having a few drinks, chit-chatting, catching up, and she decided to tell me that her and my man have been sleeping together.
Okay, wait. I've had a lot of conversations with my girlfriends. I don't know how you make the left turn to say, oh, by the way,
out of nowhere,
I like that shirt. And I'm sleeping with your husband.
She's got her own boyfriend issues. I'm talking about my issues with him. You know, we just hashing it out. You know, she's showing me text messages in her phone where they sexting back and forth about what had been going on. So I know that they was having sex.
Okay,
I
go
don't
ahead.
make sense to me.
Why are you sleeping with your wife's
I don't
friend?
understand why she ain't, it was true, why she ain't screenshot it. I mean,
Mr.
He ain't give me the screenshot.
Really?
Please answer.
That's the issue?
Because it's sorry, it kind of ticks me off because she would actually believe something like that. Why would I?
But look at your record. Look at everything else I got to deal with. Why would I not believe that?
You bring it up false. You bring it up false. That's all you doing.
Mister.
Proving nothing. I haven't never cheated on you.
Mister.
Yes, sir.
Why are you sleeping with your wife's friend?
I'm not sleeping with my wife's friend. I barely know her friend as that. I don't even hang out with her friends.
So you're denying this?
Yes, sir, I am. I mean, the only reason why she's probably saying I slept with her, because she see us that we young and we married. And she ain't never saw nothing like that, and everybody look at this generation as a man that's our age that's cheating. That's the only reason why she doing that. She trying to play her to get to your man.
So you think she's doing this to break you up?
Yes, of course. And she should know that.
Okay, so here's my question.
What's your question?
And you raise an interesting point. You're saying you all are getting together to talk about the problems you're having in your relationship. And he says he thinks she said this to you to break up your friendship.
Of course.
Is that a possibility?
She never showed me the text message.
It could be.
She never showed me
Mister,
the text message.
please be quiet when we're asking her questions.
Yes, I'm sorry, sir.
I don't know. She's going through with her man too. I don't know. Maybe she's got eyes from. She doesn't act like that though. I mean, her and I are pretty tight. You know, she looks at him like a brother-sister type relationship, or at least did, I suppose, until...
Have you seen them together since you had this conversation with her? Like, have you all been together in a room or at a bar?
Yeah, we were all living together at one point in time.
So all three of you all were living together?
How many days? At least not even a week.
Up next.
Did you uncover anything interesting?
Oh, yes, I did. All his text messages in the phone was deleted. So that tells me automatically he got some dirt on this phone.
What's that right there? That's what
I
we're
don't
doing
know
right
what
now?
that is
That's
right
what we're
there.
doing right now?
I don't know what
You
that
petty.
is right there.
You too petty. He came home at like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning and went straight to sleep, so something wore him out.
Your Honor, half the time when I'm out, I'm in the backyard and I'm gambling with my boys.
My problem is, it's just too messy.
It is messy.
That's about the best way I can describe it. It's too messy. And because if her best friend is saying that there's something going on between you and the best friend, there's enough there for her to believe it. Because if one of her friends sent her a text, said, hey, I'm messing with your husband, she's like,
what is
she's going to immediately discount that because it doesn't make any sense. Your wife, she's not immediately discounting what these texts saying because she believes it can be true. And the reason she believes it can be true is because of your history. You're staying out late at night. You're being seen at a bar with all these other women around. You're getting these text messages from people saying they want to have sex with you. All this stuff is adding up.
Right, that's understandable. You're right.
So you see how it looks from our perspective.
I do love him. I want him to be able to
It don't look
prove me wrong, really.
But out of all people,
from what he's done in the past, I can't take his word for anything.
Okay, you all are both talking at the same time.
And that's exactly what's wrong with this relationship.
You all do not talk to each other. You talk at each other. Y'all are talking at us. Y'all are talking at each other.
And not hearing anything the other one's saying. Now, where we are at this point is, you believe he's cheating.
Yes, Your Honor.
And if he is cheating, you're done.
I'm done.
Mister, you say you're not cheating, and you're here to prove your innocence.
Yes, sir.
The court has done a full investigation of Mister's social media history and his cell phone, and we have those results. Ron, would you please escort Mr. Gregory Evans into the courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Evans, what did you do to investigate this case?
I went through his phone and not just looking at what's on his phone, but what was also deleted from his phone. Things he just doesn't want the rest of the world to see.
Did you uncover anything interesting?
Oh, yes, I did. It appears, though, that the defendant, he was really trying to, like my grandfather would say, pull the wool over my eyes, because all his text messages in the phone was deleted. So that tells me automatically he got some dirt on this phone. So I continued to go through, and now remember, there was no text messages, but a text message pops up. And this is what the text message said. 4:50 p.m., hey, boo. Now, I knew it wasn't his wife.
Who's your boo?
Who's your boo?
Who's your boo?
Boo.
You got a boo right there.
Boo got a text saying, hey, boo.
I don't know nothing about that. I don't.
Well, who would in the universe besides your
They're
bride?
trying to set me up. That's probably what it is.
They hacked your account, and all they did was write, hey, boo. They didn't ask for any kind of financial information. They didn't ask for anything else. They hacked your account and just wrote, hey, boo.
Probably.
Are these the same people that deleted all your text information and other information?
No, I only delete. I ain't gonna be honest. I did delete mine, not because of the cheating part. It's just other personal.
Well, if you ain't got nothing
business.
to be guilty of, what is there to delete?
So you admit deleting, but you saying...
It's not about the cheating part. Nah, I don't know no boo.
Well, that boo know
So,
you.
Mr. Evans, were you able to recover any kind of photos or videos?
Of course I could.
Okay,
And
what
of
did
course
you
I
find?
did.
Okay.
So while going through his deleted images, I was able to find a photo that was sent to him about a month ago. And I recovered it and in his received folder. So someone sent this to him.
Okay.
And it was a picture of a woman's bottom back part. So her butt.
So that's what we doing now? What's that right there? That's what
I
we
don't
doing
know
right
what
now?
that is
That's
right
what we
there.
doing right now?
I don't know what
You
that
petty.
is right there.
You too petty.
I don't know what that is right there.
Yeah, you know what that is.
You don't know who's writing you to say, hey, boo. You don't know who's sending you these pictures.
That's
Come
too
on,
big.
mister.
That's too big right there. I mean, no disrespect, but nah.
You got females sending you
I
pictures
don't-
of their butt, for real?
Nah, I don't get down like that.
Yeah, well, apparently
Your
that's
phone
exactly
does.
how you get down.
Check my phone right now. Ain't nobody been.
He
texting
already
me.
just checked your phone. There it is.
Hey, no.
I ain't gonna tell somebody to check your phone right now. It's right there.
Oh. I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Mr. Evans, when was this photo received?
This was about a month ago, and
Yeah, a
it
month
was
ago.
actually texted to him.
That's weird.
And because it was texted, he tried to delete it before turning over his phone.
Yes, I
month
received this
ago.
as a deleted. So he had deleted a lot of information on his phone before turning it over to the court.
Folks gonna learn one day, right?
Oh, they're gonna learn today.
To further investigate, the court has ordered a polygraph examination, and we have those results. Ron, would you please escort Mr. Williams into the courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Williams, would you state your credentials for the court, please?
I've been a polygraph examiner for 25 years. I have over 700 polygraphs to my credit.
All right. Mr. was asked, since you've been married to your wife, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than your wife? What was his response to that question?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
Your Honor, there were several significant physiological indicators to this question, which indicated to me deception.
I got you.
Mister, who have you had sexual intercourse with since you've been married?
He don't even know. Look at him.
It's not, I don't even know. I don't want to speak on it.
Mr. was asked the second question. Did you have sexual intercourse with your wife's friend? What was his response?
Your Honor, he said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
Your Honor, on this question, Jamal's responses were significant, which indicated to me deception.
Mister, you came here for answers. You've got the answers that you were looking for.
Well, I don't think she was looking for this, but she's gotten the truth.
You've gotten the truth.
It's not what I wanted, but it's the truth, and I only got one thing to say, and that's bye.
You know, this court is about getting to the truth and getting answers. And while we prefer people to be honest and get to the truth out of their own mouths so that you can move forward, sometimes it doesn't work out that way. I am so sorry it didn't turn out the way you wished.
Thank you.
But you got to take care of you.
Yes,
and you've got to take care of those babies. So I understand.
Absolutely.
As we say in this courtroom, do not cheat yourself out of an opportunity to have a happy, healthy, truth-filled relationship. Court is adjourned.